him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Time running out here on the play clock. On 2nd down, Hyde. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, we're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now it's 2nd and 7. Target, it's Marquise Goodwin. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. First is Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. Touchdown, 49ers. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll bring up second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing on third. Gone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. First down, Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's good one. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now Hyde running right. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Again, it's Hyde. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Here we go now. Blue, landing. Back that up.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. From the pistol, they'll run with Hyde. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On second down, here's Garoppolo. His throw caught at about the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Touchdown 49ers. Carlos Hyde, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Goff. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Goff to Watkins for a Rams first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First down, it's gone. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, this is Gurley. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here's Goff now on second down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
On first down, gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Lynch coming hard on for a loss of 8. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. They'll roll him out right. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So on fourth down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Garoppolo on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. There's Garoppolo on first and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And it's 21-3. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The throw on second down is gone. Caught here by Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now a first down throw. Gone. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Goff on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again is Goff. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Zerline's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. A second quarter score from Carson, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
I'm doing
it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be knocked down sideways. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on first down. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Four yards remaining now on second down. They run it again with Hyde. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now they try the right side here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now let's go. Gone. All right, here we go. Green, 30. Let's go. Green, 39. Green, 30. Over.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Over. Set. What's in there, Barney? No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Airing it deep for Garcon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now Austin. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Shift together here from the D-line. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are and hopefully they can correct them.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hunter. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Carlos Hyde with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his kick is right through. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is level. Knocked down hard at the 22-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 120.
On second down, here's Goff. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Here's Johnny Hecker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Try again on second down. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st down, gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Goff now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Rams on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got a man, complete. Robert Woods, the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Green, Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And all eyes now on the backup quarterback as he'll duck under center. They run high. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Gone!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Austin. Oh, good footwork on the spin. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. Now Goff. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On first down, it's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Goff now to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Let's go!
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And this is going to be 49er football. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Hurry up, here we go! Detroit! Detroit!
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Hot.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for San Francisco, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.